Behold the mystical cross of Caravaca. Isn't that cool? Hey, TV Psychic Bob here. Well, I'm just sitting here looking at my cross of Caravaca. I'm a big believer in the cross of Caravaca. It's a very mystical, powerful charm. And anyways, we're going to talk tomorrow about working with the mystical cross of Caravaca. It's one of my favorite things. I've been wearing the cross for years and years, and you don't have to be a Catholic or even a Christian to wear it. Anybody can wear the cross of Caravaca. This one happens to have Jesus on it. Sometimes they do. Some of them are plain, like the back. See how I flip it over, you don't see any Jesus. Sometimes they're like that. Sometimes they have the corpus on it. It could be either way, but it's a very powerful mystical symbol. One that's used not only in Catholicism, but in folk magic, in voodoo, in hoodoo, and even in Wicca. Some Wiccans use it. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. So be here. We're going to talk about cross of Caravaca, how to use it, what it is. I'll show you some examples of it. Anyways, I'm wearing my cross of Caravaca today. And I got on my Gucci shirt. How you like that? Psychic Bob be styling. Ooh, girl. Unfortunately, I am not being endorsed by Gucci. But hey, if Gucci's listening and want to pick Psychic Bob up as a spokesperson, Psychic Bob's open to that. I really am. Anyways, I'm just glad you guys are here. And today is Tuesday, and that means we're going to do messages from the spirit world. And for the new people that are here, welcome to the newbies, by the way. I'm Psychic Bob. I am a full-time professional psychic medium. And every Tuesday we gather here at my channel and I grab a bunch of letters from people that have written in, and I do free mini psychic readings. Not private, they're public because they're going to be broadcast. But if you want to be on messages from the spirit world, all you got to do is put your question in the comment box below this video or write to me at my email, which is psychicbobhickman@gmail.com. psychicbobhickman@gmail.com. That will be below. Those links to my email will be below. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, now private reading is different because private reading is you and me one-on-one for an hour. And I can do that by telephone or by Skype. Private session with me is a full hour long, and in that we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, all of that and even more. If you want to get on my schedule for a private session, you can again write to me at my email below, psychicbobhickman@gmail.com, or call me at my office. The easiest way to reach me for a private session is to phone call me. 703-825-3929 is my number. I would love to hear from you. 703-825-3929, and we'll get you on the schedule. Anyways, I'm just so glad you're here. And we're going to jump into our letters here in just a minute and take a look at that. But before we do that, I want us all just to settle down. Let's center ourselves and let's just attune to the spirit world. All right. I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. Before I jump into the letters, I also got to add, listen to every letter that's read. Even if I don't pull your letter, spirit could still work through somebody else's letter to reach you. I see it so many times. People write and say, Psychic Bob, I know you were doing a reading for John in New York, but I'm Sally in Tallahassee. Could that message be for me as well? I felt like spirit was talking to me. I have this all the time. And the answer is absolutely yes. Listen, because, you know, from the spirit world's perspective, they know that there are a lot of people out there that need help. I'm only one person. I can only do so many letters a day. But they will help draw me to letters that will reach the people they're supposed to reach. So, yes, spirit can, and many times really does, work through other people's letters to reach you. So that's an important point I want to make. Also, I just want to also say, please don't be mad at me if I don't answer you right away. When I started YouTube, I had no idea it would grow like it has. I'm now at 18,000 subs, and that's only the registered subs. I have a lot of people that watch the are not registered. And I literally get thousands of letters a week. So I right now can't personally answer every letter and write to everybody. It's not that I don't want to. I'm limited in what I can physically do. But, you know, as I said, listen to everybody's letters because you never know when Spirit will help you, okay? And if you have a pressing issue, something that you just can't wait, you know, you might want to invest in a private session, you know, and that way you'll be sure to get that answered. Anyways, well, let's jump into our letters today. All right. My voice is dry. I've been talking all day. Thank you to all of you who've been coming out for private sessions. It's keeping me busy. All right. My first letter is from Rebecca Howie. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca writes, Bob, great messages. Can you tell me anything about my guides or my, oops, I can't read my notes here. My guides or my energy or life purposes? Yes. So, Rebecca, hold on. Let me just step into your vibration here. You know, when I step into your energy right now, I'm getting around you a lot of beautiful yellow light. This is a really high energy. It means that you're at a time of learning now. And this is interesting because it ties in with one of your life themes. You have an adventurer life theme. And what that means is you're going to do a lot of travel in this life. And you're going to go to a lot of places and you'll be learning. And you know, whenever you're learning for you and for God. Because God, the divine, experiences through us. So whatever you do, you're doing for God as well. But I see a traveler, a lot of travel around you because you have an adventurer theme. Adventurer theme, as I said, means you'll travel all over the world. You have a lot of adventures. You're not going to be somebody who just sits at home and watches the paint dry. Not going to happen for you. I pick up a name around you. Let me see if I can get this. It's an M name. It's Mark. Yes, that's the name. It's Mark. Yes, Mark is one of your spirit guides. And what's interesting, and I hear him speaking, and he has a South African accent. He's a South African guy named Mark. He died, it looks like, in the 1980s, but he was actually a tour guide, and he would take people on tours through various parts of South Africa. He was like, you take them to parks and wildlife refuges. And he said that he's with you to bring you on some adventures. So Mark is your spirit guide. So before you travel anywhere, I want you to call on him, ask him to be with you, and ask him to tell you where you want to go, because he'll keep you out of danger as well. He's a protector and a guide for you to embrace your adventurer theme. Okay, his name is Mark. Mark, the South African tour guide. All right, blessings to you. Thanks for writing. All right, my next letter is from Trash Cat Destroyer. Trash Cat Destroyer. Hi, Psychic Bob. How do I find out my mission? Also, will I ever find a partner? You know, Trash Cat, I got to tell you, how do you find your mission? Well, a lot of times our mission, which is our life theme, and our mission, they go together. Now, one of your life themes is actually that of a communicator. And I feel that you will express that through some sort of writing in the future. I think you're very gifted. I see you writing books. It's interesting because you also have a little bit of an artist. You're an artist and a communicator. And you might do something like designing graphic novels or doing some type of travel photography, photojournalism, and sharing your view of the world. But you got communicator in you. And you should actually team up with Rebecca Howie, because with her adventurer theme, you guys could really go some places. But that's part of your life. And how do you say, well, how do I discern that? Well, figuring out our life mission is very critical. One way to do it is definitely see a psychic, because a psychic can help you define those life themes. But if you don't have time or can't see a psychic, you know, I would say sit down and look at what most intrigues you. You know, like your family might be saying, well, go be an accountant. You know, it's a secure job. And true, it may be a secure job, and you're probably very intelligent and could be an accountant. But if that's not your life theme, you might do it, but you won't be really successful at or happy. So do what inspires you, because your inspiration comes from your spiritual place. And you know that word inspiration has like the word spear in it, like spirit. So what's inspiring you? Right now, I do pick up, I says, an artist element around you and a communicator. So I'd like you to explore writing. Journalism would be very good for you. Photojournalism, particularly, where you capture images. That's what I see around you, and I think that will help you to move forward. Now, your other question also, will I ever find a life partner? Yeah, you will, but it's going to be about 3 years yet. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't go out with people, but it's not till 3 years that you actually make a connection that becomes a partner. So yeah, it's going to be about 3 years till you find them. But this is going to be somebody that's actually connected also. Interesting, they have a writer theme as well. So you might, I feel like you're meeting them at like some sort of symposium, like where it's like writers gathering or doing something like a workshop, but it's about 3 years out. Okay. Anyways, hope that helps a little bit. Good questions. Blessings to you. All right. My next letter is from Enchanting Moon. Hi, Enchanting Moon. Good to see you. By the way, thank you for your comment. Enchanting Moon, she put a comment on it, says, smash that like button. I love that. Thank you so much for smashing the like button. I hope everybody watching will smash that like button, just like Enchanting Moon does. Bear with me, my voice is a little shot today from the injuries last week and a heavy reading schedule. My throat's going a little bit. Enchanting Moon, hello, Bob. May the goddess bless your path. Thank you, darling. That's so nice of you. She writes, I've been a witch my whole life. Lately, I felt my power getting stronger, and it's affecting the people around me. I must be vigilant in using my power, but it's been a struggle lately as my emotions have taken on a life of their own. How do I keep my power under control and not let it leak into my daily life? Ooh, that's intense. Well, first of all, Enchanting Moon, let me tell you, I do pick up that you're a witch. Yeah, you definitely are tuned into the Wiccan witchcraft energies. But I want to kind of discuss this with you from maybe a slightly different perspective than what you're asking. Your question here is very interesting. You say, how can I keep my power under control and not let it leak into my daily life? Well, really, the truth is a witch their entire life should be infused with their power, okay? I think what you're asking here is not to keep the power out of your life, but really, how do you use it in a constructive and a productive way? And I have to tell you, what's interesting is, you see, magic is fueled by emotion. And so people who are listless and have no energy are not going to raise energy, do magic. You know how to raise energy. But I think one of the questions is that I would ask is, you know, you're raising power, but it sounds like you're not able to direct it or to bring it down. And really, one of the things that will help you with that is learning to regulate that flow of energy. One of the things that I do, it's an old traditional technique that I was taught, but I'm going to discuss it briefly here today. And what you want to do is you want to visualize yourself in front of a wall. It can be any type of wall, a stone wall, a plaster wall. But in the middle of the wall that you're standing in front of, you're going to see a dial on the wall, like an old turn dial. And on one part of the dial, it will say off, and the other will say high. And then it'll have like low, medium, high, and high. And when you want to tune into your psychic gifts, your spiritual, magical power, you want to turn that dial on and turn it up to high. That's when you're in an environment where you're safe and you can focus and do your spiritual work. That will help you to turn up the power, raise the vibration, and really get what you need out of the session. Then before you go back out on the street, you want to turn it down to low or even off. You're not going to lose any power, but it helps you not to be overstimulated. I think that part of your challenge is that you get overstimulated by the power and you haven't been able to gauge its strength and weakness up and down. And using this turn dial will help you. So when you go out into the world, you turn it down to low or off. That way you'll be still present, but you won't be shooting out rays of fire from yourself. Because really witches can do that. We shoot out power. And it's not necessarily that people see flames coming from us, but if we're not channeling that correctly, we can actually impact people. If we get really angry, like you get really angry and you glare at somebody, you can actually physically injure them with that. And I've had it happen to me. I had somebody do that, and they actually physically hurt me. So energy is a real thing. Energy exchange is a real thing. But you want to practice turning the power up and turning it down. And what I would do is do this meditation. Sit with it. Feel the different vibrations within yourself as you raise the power and then as you lower it. And this way you'll start to get control over it, and you'll be able to still have your power in its full power in your life, but in a productive way, not a destructive way. Okay? So I do see you, as a psychic, I got to tell you, I do see you mastering this. I feel like you have a lot of power for a reason. And I think that it is, some of it's past life energy, and some of it's that you're here to be, a presence, a spiritual presence, and a teacher to others. And so you're learning how to handle great amounts of power because you're being given much in order that you will give much to the world. Okay? So I do see you being successful, but I want you to practice visualizing a dial and turning it through the different settings and then turning it down. And I'll tell you, if you do that, you're really gonna start to see control. Now, if you have trouble with visualization, get an old radio that has a dial and just, practice turning the dial. Now, you don't have to have the volume go up, you can turn the station up, but I want you to get a feel for sensing energy flow as you turn the dial. That's going to teach you control, and you'll be in perfect shape. Okay? Let me know how it goes. Thanks for writing. Blessings. All right. Andrea Ghislaine Duquesne. That's a cool name. She writes, do you have any messages for me? What do you know about the shadow people and their abilities? Andrea, first of all, I got to tell you, when I step into your frequency, I'm getting a lot of purple light around you. This does tell me that you're opening psychically, you're a natural medium. I do pick up around you, interestingly, some angelic presences. I get some angels, they're called the principality angels. And they're giving you power and direction for leadership in your life. One of the angels' name, it sounds like the name is Carmel, like C-A-R-M-E-L, Carmel is the name of one of your angels. It's a male angel named Carmel. He's really tall, like 10 feet tall, but he's a principality angel, and he's one of your protectors and guardians, okay? So he's around you as a guide, okay? Now, in regards to the shadow people that you're asking about, a lot of times shadow people are earthbound souls. Sometimes they're demonic entities. Generally, they're just earthbound souls. That being said, shadow people can create havoc in our lives. We don't play around with them, never challenge them, never mock them. In terms of their abilities, they're able to do a lot of stuff. They can walk through walls. They can have, many times, physically move objects in a room. And what I've seen quite regularly in cases involving them is they can actually scratch people. They have the ability just to hit you and create a cut on your arm. So they can create damage and danger. And so their abilities are rather destructive. I wouldn't encourage you, like, keeping them around as a joke or anything. Shadow people are struggling souls who need to be moved to the light. So you want to invoke your guardian angel, Carmel. Ask them to help you, if you have shadow people around, to move them to the light. And the angels will help them to move on. They'll shield you from any hostile effects, okay? Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. All right, my next letter from Waking Ribbons. Hello, Waking Ribbons. Waking Ribbons says, Dear Bob, hi. My dad passed 3 years ago. I just want to know if I helped his transition or did I make it more difficult for him? No, hon. He went over. And I'll tell you, your love helped him. I get the sense that he had it towards the end of his life, like regrets. He actually wanted to kind of hold on to this life. It was like he was afraid to leave. I felt like between you and him, there was a lot of unresolved things that weren't maybe sorted out or said. But he did love you, and I know that you loved him. And even though I think that, even the best relationships can be complex, I do believe that your presence and your love helped him to cross. You carry a lot of light around you. And when people are near the spirit world, they perceive that light. So your own energy, your light was a guiding light for him. And it helped him to realize that he had within himself that spirit light. And I think your presence, really reduced fear. Having you in his life, even if you were at a distance, your light still traveled to him, and you helped him to cross into the light. So don't worry, he's not earthbound, he's at peace, okay? Blessings to you. Hope that helps. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know what time it is, but now we are ready to do spirit shout-outs. Spirit shout-outs are the part of the show where I give messages out to people. Not necessarily people who have questions, just messages that randomly come through for YouTube subscribers. So if you're subscribed to my channel, you might get a spirit shout out when you least expect it. So hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. All right, my first spirit shout out goes to Sarah J. Hello, Sarah J. Listen, Sarah J, I got a message for you this morning that November is your month of peace and prosperity. So when we get into November, you're in a really settled place, very focused, very calm, and a prosperous place. So watch for November. It's a power month for you, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. My next spirit shout out is for Stardust. Stardust, I did get a message here. I was asked to tell you that healing has begun for your daughter's pet, your daughter's rooster, and Capone is his name, yes. So Capone is getting healing. Now, over the next 2 weeks, you should start to see his strength returning. It's not his time to cross. Continue to love him, continue to nurture him, continue to give him the right medicine and food. And by all means, pray for him, do Reiki for him. He's not ready to go. Okay, let him know that he's loved and he's part of the family. You can talk to pets, see? They understand it. Like we think, oh, they don't know what we're saying. But they do. They're much more intelligent than we give them credit for. So remind him that your daughter needs him. He's part of the family. And he's going to get strength going here. Next 2 weeks will show. Okay? Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. All right, my next letter is my next spirit shout out is for Tina Sellens. Hello, Tina. Listen, Tina, I got a message for you this morning. You had an angel that came to me. It was Archangel Uriel. Uriel. It's Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel was speaking to me, and he said to let you know that your spiritual power is growing. The spirit world is bringing a lot of purple light around you. Your psychic gifts are increasing, and the spirit world wants you to talk to it more. So take some time every day. Bring that purple light around you and talk to the spirits because they're going to be working with you and helping you. Archangel Gabriel is particularly working with you. Hope that makes some sense. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, I don't know where the day goes, but I am so thankful you're here. Listen, I got to say before we go, if you haven't done so, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com. We've got my newest painting there. This is my new artwork done in ink and pastels, and it's called Blue Test. And if you like modern art, you can get this. It's a limited edition. It's signed by me, Bob Hickman Print, at my website, PsychicBob.com. Just when you go into the site, you scroll down, you'll see it has instructions on how to download it, and you can print it out. You put it in a frame. I put mine in a frame. And you can, have it in your house to have a piece of modern art. This will only be up till Saturday, On Sunday, it will be gone. We'll have a new artwork. So if you like this work, Blue Test, Modern Abstract piece, get it today at PsychicBob.com. It's absolutely free, no gimmicks. Just go there and get it. It's for you for no charge. All right? But after Saturday, it will no longer be available. So if you were the lucky people to get it, you'll have a limited edition Psychic Bob piece. And it'll be worth money in the years to come. Good investment. Also, print one out for a friend. It's a lovely housewarming gift. A lot of you run and say, Psychic Bob, I got to go to this big party. I don't have any money. I don't know what to buy my host as a gift. Well, you know what? People always love art. So print this out, frame it, and show them that you're giving them a limited edition Psychic Bob artwork. They'll love it. You'll love it. Everybody will be happy. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. But thank you for being here today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Listen, pop over to my website. Also, while you're there getting the art, I have a bookstore there. You can pick up books. You might want to check out this book. It's only one of my books. I have many books. Messages from Rose. It's about my early days as a psychic. You want a glimpse into Psychic Bob's life as a psychic? This is the book you want to get, okay? It's one of my favorite books that I wrote, and a lot of people have written to how much it's helped their lives. So check out my book, Messages from Rose, over at PsychicBob.com. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. I got to go to more readings. I love you. Listen, blessings to all of you. And tell me in the comment box below. First of all, you can put your psychic question for next week. Put that in the comment box below if you want to. And also, tell me, what is your favorite color? I want to know. I'm going to do some more artworks, and I want to make stuff that appeals to a lot of people so that you'll enjoy it. So tell me what your favorite color is, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for being here. You guys rock. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday, and we're going to talk about this mystical cross of Caravaca, what it is, and how to bring it into your life if you want to. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. Until then, may all of you always blessed be.